I was always curious about how much YouTubers actually make. Well, there are a lot of YouTubers who openly discuss these topics. They are mostly from big channels with large audience. So when I started my own YouTube channel, I had little idea what to expect. Not just how much I will get paid, but also how sustainable YouTube income really is. Recently, this channel just crossed 10,000 subscribers, and it's pretty good presentation of what a half-year-old channel would look like. So in this video, I will cover all the earning stats of my YouTube channel and some tips and shortcuts to help you understand the journey. I uploaded my first video on September 30th, 2021, but at the beginning, I wasn't really taking this very seriously. I ended up uploading just 9 more videos in the next 2.5 years, and during that time, I didn't earn a single penny. That was due to YouTube's monetization requirement, which I'm gonna talk about in a second. Long story short, my first 9 videos weren't the glowing success I hoped for. I lacked a clear vision for my content, and I was mainly focused on very specific niche topics. The problem is that it doesn't really have a huge audience. It was not until my 10th video I decided to make a change. So it was June 2024, and I made a promise to myself that I would approach YouTube with more open mind. And also for the next 6 months, I would take it a lot more seriously. That month, I put in effort in turning my spare bedroom into a proper YouTube studio, explore topics outside my comfort zone, and completely abandon my dream to become Grand Stephen II. In hindsight, those early exploration and struggle really paid off in the next couple months. I grew my channel from 100 to 10,000 subscribers really quickly. With that milestone reached, I was finally eligible to be the YouTube partner. I remember my first day to become eligible. I was really excited, and I kept on refreshing the YouTube Studio app, eagerly waiting to see how much money I would earn for the first day. But then this happened. What? Yeah, so that's not exactly a handsome payday. Here's an analytic chart you can see. On my first day of becoming monetized, I made $6.94. And on the second day, $4.24. And the next day, $5 and change. Well, the point is that it didn't get better for a while. I have to be honest, this was a little bit underwhelming at first. Although at this point, I was just happy that I got paid at all. However, in bigger pictures, $5 per day doesn't really move the needle financially for most people. Fortunately, I didn't really let that discourage me. As I continued to upload videos, things slowly took a turn. Each new video created a little spike in my daily earning. This spike typically settled down after a couple of days, but interestingly, they wouldn't return to the initial $5 baseline. From what I can see, they kind of stabilized at a slightly higher level than before. Well, this is because as you upload more videos, the old video continues to make money for you. And the type of video I was creating, it was considered evergreen content, which means I lack a news report or financial analysis. It was not really time sensitive. On YouTube, most how-to video and educational content tends to have a greater lifespan. And I also noticed that for every successful video that I uploaded, typically the daily earning baseline kind of increased by about $5. As of today, with several mini viral videos on my channel, I'm consistently earning between $15 to $20 a day. That is pretty good. It's still not a huge amount of money, but it's certainly not nothing either. The important thing is I've proved to myself that I can produce quality content, and there are 1 or 2 of you are willing to watch it. I'm not earning that much simply because I haven't produced that many videos yet. Imagine if I have 20, 30, or even 100 videos on the channel. That indeed can be very exciting. Well, earning $20 per day is nice, but that's not to say that there's no barrier to entry. To be eligible to receive money payment from YouTube, your channel has to reach 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. That's just a hard requirement that anyone has to pass. And that can seem like a difficult challenge at first, because your first couple of videos will likely get only a couple hundred views. That's not nearly enough to meet the requirement. In fact, in my own case, my first 9 uploads has generated me roughly 800 watch hours and about 250 subscribers, which compared to the requirement was just a quarter of the way of getting monetized. But does that mean that I have to quadruple my video count in order to get monetized? Actually, no. Monetization can really happen at any day for anybody. For instance, my 10th video ended up getting 172,000 views, getting me 4,000 subscribers and 10.9 thousand hours of watch time. That's one video accomplished more than all my previous videos combined. And it was titled, I Learned a System to Accomplish Anything. I know it's pretty ironic. Let me give you another better example. This channel called Han Django focused on teaching math and study skills. Her very first video got 1.4 million views. And that wasn't just luck. She has multiple videos with excellent script writing and production value that truly resonate with her viewers. These days, YouTube algorithm doesn't really favor big channel all that much. When you create quality content, YouTube will show it to people. So my takeaway from all this is that sometimes it's easier to figure out a way to make a killer video rather than to grind your way out to hit monetization by producing hundreds of relatively lower quality video. If you really look at bigger channels or channels that has been monetized, most of the time, 1 or 2 video actually carry its way for the whole channel. Want to give you some idea what type of video you can make as a small YouTuber, you can take a look at my analytic to get some ideas. So video number 10, I learned a system for accomplishing anything. That video got $449.98 in about 5 months. Video 11, I built my iPhone into the ultimate productivity machine. That video got $828.80 in 4 months. Video 12, how I find time for everything. That video got $871.73 in 3 months. Video 13 performed really badly. It's called How to Beat Procrastination Forever. In a month that it has been published, it only got $12.65. That just goes to show that for a small YouTuber, a lot of times the view can fluctuate quite a lot because you're so much rely on new viewer coming to your channel because nobody knows who you are yet. This video in particular, it was majorly just returning viewer looking at it. My subscriber count isn't really that high, so understandably, the viewership is really low. And number 14, I made my Apple Watch into the ultimate productivity device. This one was doing really well again. It gathered $203.68 in just a week. If you normalize for the time, this is actually my best performing video to date. In total, since getting monetized, I've earned $2,374 and counting for the ad money. And this money is really not the focus here. Each one of the video that I mentioned will take you past the monetization requirement. My point is that it's not really that hard. You can basically do it with just one video. If I were to give you any suggestion at this stage, it would probably be package your video with the BEST framework, BEST. It stands for Big, Easy, Safe, and Tested. That just means that if you have a video idea, think of a way to make it sound really impactful, easy to achieve, has no danger of failure, and it has to be something that you've done before. Test it. I think that framework was originated by a guy called Eddie from Film Boost, but I'm not 100% sure. I'll link the original video in the description so you can check it out. If you do this, generally people would at least click on it, and then it's up to you to deliver the content in a good quality. If you never knew why YouTube thumbnail is so clickbaity, now you know. I also want to briefly talk about this concept of RPM, which stands for revenue per mil. Basically, it shows how much YouTuber pays me as a creator per 1,000 views. My average RPM is currently sitting at $4.40, but you should know that it varies significantly between each video, each channel, and even each topics. Let me show you. In research this video, I watched over 18 how much YouTube has paid me video that has been published in the recent years. You likely have seen some of them, but you probably never have put them together in a chart like this. Here is RPM distribution for all 18 YouTubers, span from well-known figure like Ali Abdaal to rising star like Nisha and Gabe Bolt. There are also a lot of lesser-known creators out there because I want to give a fair representation of the entire creator base. And if I were to put myself on this chart, I'll be right here, neither too high nor too low. And that's when I finally realized something interesting. You see, your earning potential on YouTube is largely affected by 2 things. Number 1 is your choice of topic or your niche. It's actually 2 separate things. Both your topic and the niche actually have significant impact on how much you earn. Take Gabe Bolt as example. His video about saving money and frugal living earns him an RPM of $6.90. But when he discussed investing, his RPM jumped to $11.95. And for some other financial YouTuber in the same niche with a little bit credential, this number can go as high as $50. Compared with mine, which is $4, that's almost 10 times. That means if that YouTuber generated the same view as one of my videos, he would have earned at least $8,000 with just one video. This is very easy to understand. If you're an advertiser, you would like to associate your advertisement with people who are willing to spend more. People who watch investment content is obviously worth more than those who watch frugal living. The more advertised pays YouTube, the more YouTube pays the creator. It's that simple. Personally, I would talk about whatever topic I feel like to, but if you want to earn as much money as possible from YouTube, you should not only bind your channel around a good niche, but also fuel your content with good topic within that niche. This is not me recommending content strategy to you, but it remains a valid point. If by any chance you don't want to play the RPM game, there's also a second way to increase your YouTube earning potential. That is to improve your video quality. That includes better script writing, editing skills, camera presence, and overall production value. And the best way to learn all these skills is through Skillshare, who's kindly sponsoring today's video. You've probably heard about Skillshare before. They are a fantastic platform offering thousands of classes taught by industry experts in film, animation, design, entrepreneurship, and basically anything you can imagine. I've been a Skillshare subscriber for over 6 years now. I took some of the best YouTube classes like Ali Abdal's video editing with Final Cut Pro 10 from beginner to YouTuber, and Marcus Brownlee's YouTube success class very early on. And it has been instrumental in my YouTube journey, teaching me just about everything I ever needed to start a YouTube channel. And trust me, you'll be much more confident having access to a vast library and highly condensed specialized courses where you can upgrade your skill anytime you need. And if you are one of the first 500 people to click the link in the description below, you will receive a 1 month free trial for Skillshare. Use that link in the description below to sign up for Skillshare today. Thank you, Skillshare, for sponsoring this video. Now that you have seen how much my channel makes, I'd like to share some of the learning I had along the way during my YouTube journey. And the first one is to enjoy the process, not the money. When I first started the channel, I started doing stock analysis video because, well, it has a really high RPM. But over time, I realized it wasn't the money part that kept me coming back to making videos. The messages that I got from people saying how much I've helped them and something I did in the past actually inspired them. I have to admit, those early messages left under my poorly performed video a long time ago was really powerful stuff that kept me going for a long time. That feeling alone wasn't something that can be measured by money. The second learning is to think like a farmer. This is actually something my wife told me when she encouraged me to come back to YouTube. She said, if you want to achieve anything, you have to learn to think like a farmer. Farmers don't scream at their crop to grow faster or tear them down from the soil too soon. And just like that, you must nurture your passion with patience and dedication. Every day, you want to water your dreams, protect them from storms, and believe in their potential to bloom. How she said it was extremely poetic, but basically she meant to say YouTube is definitely not a get-rich-quick scheme. And if you're passionate about it, stop overthinking and just get your ass back to work. But what can I say? I married a very wise woman. Third and final learning is to get business savvy very early on. I say this because every video you upload is like a digital asset that live on the internet forever, and you will very quickly realize that there are really infinite ways to monetize it. Even when I have only 500 subscribers, brands were reaching out to me for sponsorship deals. I'm not suggesting you take every deal you come across, but many of these companies actually create amazing product that can truly benefit your audience. I mean, Skillshare is a good example of that. Being business savvy and understand the key concept early on prepares you for negotiating deals and exploring potential collaborations. This is crucial for your long-term growth. While I cannot really disclose any specific amount for these deals, you can find a lot of this open discussion about sponsorship rate on forums like Reddit, so that's another skill to pay attention to. So here are some of my final thoughts about the YouTube business. In summary, YouTube is very similar to entrepreneurship. You put in significant work upfront to provide value to a target audience. Even though you don't always necessarily know who they are, how large your market is, or how unique of a value you're offering, a lot remain uncertain until you reach some degree of success. That, I feel, is really the essence of this YouTube business. It's a choice of lifestyle that's very free, very exciting, with a healthy dose of uncertainty. But what I can say for certain is that there are a lot of people who are making money this way. With the right method and a lot of persistence, anybody can make money this way too. If you're on the fence about starting a YouTube channel, stop overthinking it. Start uploading as soon as you can. Yes, you'll be pretty bad at first. It will test your patience, resilience, and probably a lot of faith. But then again, isn't everything beautiful in life is born that way? If it's not shaped by struggle, how can we know we have accomplished something great and meaningful? I'm gonna leave it at that. I hope you enjoyed this video about my YouTube journey. Feel free to check out the original video that helps this channel take off. I'm CapZ, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.